Hello, July's Planner Supply Challenge, and I know I didn't do June's, and I'm really sorry for that, but life got hectic and got a bit fed up with filming and all of those sort of things. It's all in a different video. Go and watch it. I'll link it down below. But anyway, July's Planner Supply Challenge, we're going to do a bit of art journaling. Hello, how are you? Oh, I'm so glad. I always get really excited for this challenge, I have to say. So, I went to a planner meet in middle of May, and one of the ladies, let me show you, let me start with these first. So what we did was we got some Tonomi River paper and we got inks. We basically used different pens. So this is a dip pen, so it's got a nib on it, and we use that, and we use paintbrushes and stuff to play, to scribble, to sort of all sorts of things. And she said with the inks and that you can use leaves. She got, let me have a look, have I got any? Some foil, and use the foil to make different patterns, and all sorts of things. So that was the first workshop we did with the inks and all of those sort of things, which I love, I have to say. Really like that. And then we got a pack from, I'll link her down below. She's got her own YouTube channel. Can't remember who it is. I'll link her. Here she is. Okay. So we got a pack off her with stickers and a stencil and acrylic paint. So one of these like dabby things. And a paintbrush, and there was glue on the table and that sort of thing. So we had this stencil, and this was my stencil. I can't find it. I don't know what I've done with it. So much so that I really love this stencil. So it's annoying me that I can't find it. And so I cut some bits of paper out, and I stuck it on. And I really don't like that. I don't like that. And I've decided it's the cutting and gluing that I don't like. So she then gave us a page with gesso on it, which that's a piece of paper because it looks really thick. And you use gesso. It's like a very thin down white paint, chalky paint that you put over pages to give them a bit of texture, like there's texture on this. Or to cover, if you're using like an altered book, you can cover the print, and so whatever you're going to paint over, it shows up. So I had a bit of a play with that as well. But this, I'm really proud of this. I love this. So I used the stencil, and then I put the stickers on, and I put some writing on. And to me, that is perfect. I love that. I really like that. So the stenciling with the paint and putting stickers and that over the top, rather than the gluing and sticking, spoke to me. That definitely spoke to me. What I maybe should have done now looking at it is I maybe should have stenciled over the paper here, so that continued down rather than having that white gap. Don't know, that's what I was thinking about. Anyway, so for July, this is what we're going to do. I want you to go into your stash and I want you to find out what you've got. So the first thing I've found out is one of these A5 notebooks. You can use a sketchbook. You can use just a normal notebook, but just be aware that if the paper is slightly thinner, it's not going to hold paint or watercolours. Or if you've got Hobonichi Cousin, if you've got anything with Tonomi River paper in it. So the thicker the paper, or paper that's designed to take mixed media like the Tonomi River paper, is perfect. So this, just a notebook I found in my stash, which has got nice thick paper in it, and I've put it into this. Now I don't think I've shown you this. This is a journal that my mum made me. She got a piece of leather and she painted it with a tree on, and it's a floppy dory basically, because there's a elastic in it. I love this thing. And I thought it would be perfect to house a notebook. Just you put pockets in it, and this is the bookmark that she made as well. I just love it. So I had a play. So I did some watercolours, and then I just drew around it, and then I had a load of fountain pens that I was wanting to wash out that I haven't used for absolutely ages. So I thought, well, you know what I'll do is I'll just try to see if there's any ink in them. And some of them, this is the fountain pen, so I just did circles. They're all different colours. Then I grabbed some other pens and just did circles. And I don't know, I quite like that. I actually quite like that. And then I decided to get the leaves out the garden, and I put some of this sort of acrylic paint on it, and I painted that on. And we did some splashing, and Harry joined in then, and I think I got a piece of tin foil, and these speckles are all from the tin foil. Love it, loving the freedom. And then these, this stencil, so hopefully you can see it. So it's leaves, and there's a Christmas tree and that sort of thing on there. So what I did then is I put the stencil on, like so, and then I got this spongy thing and the paint, and I just sponged over it. I can't remember how I did that one. I don't know how I did that one, thinking about it. Because that is that leaf, isn't it? Don't know. I honestly don't know how I did that one, or that one. I can't remember. Anyway, I'm gonna try and remember how I did that to show you. I've got some stencils. So I've grabbed some nice stencils that I like. I've grabbed a thick notebook. What I've also done is I've grabbed my watercolours. My watercolour palette. This isn't my only one. I've got quite a few watercolours, so I'm going to have play with that. I've got some bottles of ink. This was from Under the Rowan Tree. There is a link down below if you want to have a look for inks. Some acrylic paints that I was given at the workshop. Now I think she said she had these at the pound shop, you know, Dollar Tree type place. These came from Temu, but you can get them off Amazon. But you can also just use just a bit of like washing up sponge, or you could use like a makeup sponge type thing. I've got my ink brush pen. I love this. I really love this. Water brush, what paint, water brushes. I found some metallic markers as well, which I thought I might give those a go. And then these I bought, and these are from the Works, and they are watercolour pens. They look like highlighters, but apparently they're watercolour pens, and I've never used them. And then what's this one? Oh yes, oh no, it's not one of the. I've got some of these pens that you shake and they've got a ball in them, like acrylic, and this is a brush pen that I've just picked up as well, just to show you the sort of things. Go to your stash. Have you got any watercolour or acrylic paints? Have you got some stencils? Have you got markers, you know, the thicker markers that you don't particularly want to use in your journal because they go through? And if you've got a thicker notebook like this one, and perfect, that's what we're looking at. Now I'm also going to be doing this in my Hobonichi Cousin, because for One Book July I am going to be in here, and on these daily pages here I'm going to give them a real good testing, as it were, with my art supplies to see how it turns out. So that's what I'm doing for July. Comment down below, let me know if you have lots of arts, these sort of arty things that you're not sure what to do with. You've been wanting to do a bit of art journaling, or you already do it. If you already do this sort of thing, comment down below, let me know. Let's have a conversation. Let's have a chat about what's going on. Let's inspire each other. If you want a more in-depth video on how I'm going to use all these things, then I'll link down below. I've set up a Patreon. It's very new, it's very basic. There isn't much on there at the moment, but there will be. Work in progress, all of those sort of things. So go over there and have a look, and if you want to see me use all these things in these books, then that's where you'll find the demonstration. Comment down below, don't forget to like, and if you want more challenges with art supplies, with your planner supplies, I've covered things like washi tape and sticky notes and all those sort of things. I'll link everything down below if you want to go back and watch those, but if not, make sure you have subscribed for next year's. Next year's? What am I talking about? Next month's. God, it's the middle of the month, I'm already in 2025. Blimey. Sorry about that. I'll see you next time. Bye.